Welcome back. What's that? Why do I never turn on my neon light? I don't know, it's just too bright, dude. It's very bright, but it looks nice. But it's very, very bright. And it cannot be adjusted. Bold of them to make a light that is this bright and cannot be adjusted. Anyway, today we're looking at oddly terrifying. It is things that are terrifying, but in an odd sort of way. This has become almost monthly. It's like every 2 months because it's just such a good one, man. I always have fun. It seems like you guys always have fun too. So we're doing it once more with a whole new crop of crap that will give us the creeps. Okay, here we go. This transmission eroding on the shoreline. What? Why does it look so, like, it looks goopy, doesn't it? Yikes, this looked like teeth for a second. This whole thing looked like some morphed demon head thing. Just a transmission eroding away on the beach? That's crazy. It's kind of random to be in here, but yeah, it does look kind of scary in a weird way. In an odd way. Interesting. Oh, here's a teeth one. An x-ray of a person with a severe case of hyperdontia, which I assume means too many teeth. Gosh, that makes my skin crawl. I'm not gonna look at it anymore, but you can look at it for a little bit longer if you'd like. You know how I am about teeth stuff, dude. I don't mess with the teeth stuff. This is freaking me out. We're going on. Gosh. Ugh. I got jokes for all of them except for the teeth ones. Then I'm like, no way, dude. My brain goes into fight or flight for sure. Also, what's with the phrase that makes my skin crawl? Just that phrase makes my skin crawl. My skin crawl? Excuse me? Where's it going? An apartment above my floor opened up after being closed for years. Opened up as in the door opened on its own? Because that's very different than like they decided to rent out this apartment after not renting it for years. I think they mean it just opened. Okay, we gotta go bigger here. Ooh, gosh. Why is it so dark in there, man? Even this ball is scary looking. Jeez, okay, yeah. Assuming they mean that the door opened after being closed for years on its own without anyone interacting with it, that's terrifying. You know, it's like when you have done the dishes and they're all piled up in the dish rack or somewhere and they're sitting there like all day, and then at like 10:30 p.m. when you're just sitting on the couch reading a book or something, they all shift or like one falls and you're just like, it's like it's startling, but you're like, oh, it's just the dishes shifting. But then you're like, but why did they shift now after they've been sitting there neatly all day? This is like that times 1,000. It's like, why did this door open now after being perfectly contently closed for years? Like, it's had to deal with temperature changes and people walking around, all sorts of different kind of vibrations that would maybe make it unlatch or whatever. But it just decides to open now? Oh, this picture is so creepy too. Just, there it is. Anything could be in there, man. I feel like if this happened above me, I'd be like, okay, well, time to move. My fortune from dinner. Be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. What did you do? This is really only that terrifying if you did something and the consequences are still looming. Dang, what a crazy thing to find on a fortune. They're almost always positive, and at worst you'll get one that's like kind of neutral, like advice. Like, admire the little things in life. Take that vacation you've always wanted to go on. Life is too short not to smile. It's like dumb stuff like that. And then suddenly you get, be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. Karma will hit you like a truck. Yeah, it's a little bit scary. Kind of funny though, more than anything. This is Walking Palm. Sometimes the most terrifying thing is the grammar in these titles. This is Walking Palm, but the warning sign look like analog horror PSA. Okay, ignoring the title. Warning, trees may free themselves from their holes. In case of sudden uprooting, please stay calm and report the incident to your local forest administration. Okay, what is Walking Palm? Huh? These trees can walk? I want a time lapse. I just went down a little research rabbit hole of disappointment. I was amused by the concept of this walking palm, but it's actually not true. It doesn't, that these trees don't actually walk. So this is baloney, this is baloney, and this is, maybe this is baloney, I don't know. But all the facts aside, imagine seeing a sign that says, hey, if you see a tree get up and walk around, please report that to us. We don't like when that happens. Yeah, man. Trees should not walk. Car broke down and tow guy found a car tracker. This is more like a personal, oddly terrifying. This is more like just terrifying in a way. Nothing odd about being scared about someone else tracking your car, but yeah, that's not good. I don't think I've ever checked to see if my car has a tracker on it. Maybe I should do that. Sign at Sleeping Bear Dunes. Rescue fees up to $3,000. Enjoy the view from here. Don't risk injury and rescue fees by going down, or the 2 hours it may take to climb back up. Wait, what is this? Sleeping Bear Dunes? I feel like it can't be that bad, right? Oh, I see. This doesn't look undoable. I think I could do this in less than 2 hours, of course. But also, it's a picture. Picture will never show you just how steep and just how big this is. There's people like crawling right here, you know? Look at those people. They are like already on their hands and knees, and they're not even a quarter of the way up yet. But I tell you what, I see this sign. I see other people climbing it. Oh, you can bet I'm going all the way down, and you can bet I'm gonna try to get all the way back up again. That's crazy though. $3,000 to get rescued? The rescue is probably just them dragging you up the hill somehow? Dang, kind of scary. But that's not the kind of scary I want. I want like scary. This next one just says, my dad's skull. Ooh, okay. Is it always like that, or does he have the ability to do that? Okay, I don't. So he just has a hole in his skull from when he got brain surgery as a kid? He's just had a hole in his head this whole time? Bro, that's so weird. You know how babies have, actually this is a perfect topic for this video, oddly terrifying. Also oddly terrifying for the same exact reason, but babies, like before their skull is fully formed, they have like a soft spot usually, pretty much like this. And that always freaked me out because I have lots of younger siblings. I spent a lot of time around babies. And like, just like, you know, you hold them, they just feel so fragile, but then there's like a spot on their head that you can like see usually that's just like, it's just skin. And then like their brain is down there, I presume, right? There's a hole in your skull. Like this guy, like I'm sorry for this graphic image, but like it wouldn't take much to like poke through that on accident, you know? That's terrifying. Oddly terrifying. In honor of my mother, I present to you her knit self-portrait. What? She even knitted the individual toes? This is very impressive, I think. Actually, the more I look at this is kind of sick. I kind of want this. Can you imagine what it would feel like to wear an entire outfit? Starting with the skin. You're wearing skin, and then stay with me. I'm not saying wearing skin would be cool, but if the skin suit was like whatever yarn, and then you got to wear like yarn shirts over that. No, actually that just sounds kind of weird and scratchy, doesn't it? What an interesting idea to spend hundreds of hours making. But everybody gotta have a passion, you know, whatever keeps you busy. It looks like she's in an attic right here, you know? Kind of weird, kind of scary, but cool. Also kind of weird, kind of scary. I think we can agree on that. The new ChatGPT is her. Oh, I've heard about this.
Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
OpenAI? Huh? Sounds vaguely familiar. Kidding, of course. That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Well, it's for
if I remember this story correctly, they ended up changing the voice because they were getting so much flack for it sounding so flirtatious, and also so much like Scarlett Johansson, who's the voice of the AI in the movie Her. It's a lot to get into. They were mimicking a little too closely a movie where they do this and it doesn't go well. So it was like, hey man, remember how in that movie that goes terribly wrong? Why are you making that for real? It's like we're already pushing AI too far to a point that it's getting pretty scary. Imagine if someone just straight up made the robot from iRobot and just made like 1,000 of them, you know? I'd be like, okay, why are we... Remember what happens in the movie? Remember what happens in the movie. Don't use that as a template. Anyway, yeah. This is honestly more like funny than scary, just the whole story here. But yeah, why would you want your AI voice to sound like this?
Well, Rocky, you definitely have the I've been coding all night look down, which could actually work in your favor. Maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the mad genius vibe. Your enthusiasm is what's really...
I can't tell if this is like... Is it not just a person doing the lines for this video to illustrate how it's going to sound, maybe? Or they hope, you know? Because this is like this is too good. This is uncanny. And also, it's just so much. I don't know why you wouldn't have a red flag while making this. Being like, why are we making it sound like a coworker that's really into you? Is that what we're trying to do here? Isn't this supposed to be like a tool to help you with your day-to-day? Not like, why is it jokingly flirting with me while I'm trying to ask it directions to get to McDonald's? I don't understand. I don't know. Very strange. Abandoned hospital. Yikes. What happened to the floor? Could actually just be blood, right? Because blood kind of turns brown like that. Gross. I don't know why there would be so much blood. I don't know what hospital involves that much blood getting on the floor. This is not a hospital, it's a torture room. It's a set for a new Saw movie. Ominous ring in the sky. That is really weird though. Why would that happen? It's kind of cool, but why would that happen? This comes from the fire that flashes during World of Color at California Adventure. So not from fireworks necessarily, but giant quick flames that shoot out and then are cut off, leaving this smoke pattern. It happens every show, especially when it's not super windy. Dang. Why did I look at an actual explanation? That makes a lot of sense. But still, that would be a really weird thing to see. I don't even know what my conspiracy would be about this. Like, if I didn't know what it was. It's like, if it was aliens, why are they just doing loops up in the sky, clearing out clouds? Like, that's not very sneaky, right? It could be like some sort of cosmic being. You know, they look down, they see people like with their vapes making little vape clouds, and then it was like, check this out, and then it did a anti-vape cloud ring. You know, it made a ring out of the clouds. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean? It looks like a little vape ring, doesn't it? Like a little O. You know what I'm saying? Right, guys? But it's not a cloud. It's everything except for the cloud. You get it? You get the joke? It's a reverse. I don't know what the terms are. I don't vape, so I don't know. It's an O. It's an anti-vape O. O cloud. Vape O. Cloud vote. Vape. Don't vape. Vape's bad for you, man. Toddler scrolling on YouTube Shorts. Oh my goodness, dude. A little weird of you to film someone else's child, but I get what you're doing here. This is pretty messed up. To mount a phone on your kid's stroller so they can watch YouTube Shorts when you're out and about. They're like probably 4 years old tops. It's a waste of time at all ages. Don't start them at 4. This is a different kind of terrifying, but yeah, this is absolutely terrifying. Stop it. The amount of brain rot that I have just from adopting some of this short form content in my later years, the amount of damage that's done to me, I feel like, to my attention span, hardcore. I cannot imagine having started my life with that. Picture this kid in like 25 years. They're gonna get bored of breathing mid-breath. This random lemon eyeball that's on a shelf in my Airbnb. Yeah. At first I thought they were overreacting, but oh my goodness. Oh, nice going, pal. You broke it. Jeez. At first I was like, whatever, man, just like a weird piece of decorations, but no, why would you put this, especially in a place that you're renting out to strangers? What is with that, though? I see so many images and videos of people finding weird things in their Airbnb. Not like finding them, like they're just there. Like this is just an eyeball on a shelf. If I was renting out a space to people, I would be hyper aware of what's in the room and how are they going to feel about it. Yeah, lemon eyeball. That's staying. That's staying right there on the shelf. Let's have it face towards them so they can feel it watching them. You know, it's like, is this like a weird tactic to get your tenants to like be good to your things? Like maybe it works, I don't know. But why don't you just install a hidden camera like a normal person? Weirdo. Lemon eyeball. Hidden camera. I'm joking, of course, but I do get creeped out about the prospect of a hidden camera in an Airbnb because I'm never gonna like look that hard. I always kind of like am shifty eyes looking around, but I'm like, dude, you know how easy it would be to just have like a hidden camera in your Airbnb? Scary. We're getting off track, but that is scary. Detroit Fox Theater balcony flexing during concert. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it supposed to do that? Is it supposed to do that? That does not look good. I would not be happy being down there, dude. That's so scary, dude. Imagine being in the back like that and you just see the ceiling like just bouncing towards you with every, you're like, hey, why don't you guys stop jumping up and down up there? Why don't you just Sit in your seats. Terrifying. Photos I took of my great-grandma's property. Scary, but nothing too alarming. A little scarier, but nothing too crazy. Less scary. Not that bad. I mean, these are like, this is just scary backyard. This is what it's like to have a big yard at night. I've had a yard like this in my day where there's like a clearing and then a tree line. I think this picture right here illustrates it the most. This picture is scary if you think about it, because it's like, hey, big open clearing and then me in the middle, and then the tree line. Like anything can be past the tree line, and it's just hiding out there, and it can watch your every move while you're in the yard because you got nothing to hide behind. So actually, yes, this is scary. I think I just had to think about it for a minute. The worst is, oh man, ooh, I'm like scaring myself by these extracurricular stories. Like this isn't that bad, but it's making me think of things. I had a friend who lived on land, and she had a window in the kitchen that looked out just into the yard, nothing too crazy. But I don't know what it was about her kitchen window specifically, but whenever I would go to the kitchen to like go get water or something, I just always felt like something was watching me outside. It was the creepiest feeling, and I don't know what it was. Scary, okay? That's scary. Yard, dark yard, tree line, not oddly terrifying, just terrifying. Nothing odd about this. I'm just a quirky, weird guy. I get scared of being watched in the middle of the night by creatures of the forest. It's like my little thing. Although, it shouldn't be scary to you, right? This shouldn't be scary. It's just trees. There's nothing out there. Unless. It's just a clearing and then like a forest. What? Who cares? Nothing's watching you. Unless. Is this a camera right here too? Like, are they watching the watchers? Now that's interesting. A mother and her airtight gas-resistant stroller during World War II. Holy smokes. This is giving me a total boomer mind-bending breakdown here, because what I'm thinking right now is, man, nowadays we just strap a phone to it so your kid can watch YouTube shorts. But back in the day, you used to stroll around town in like a freaking nuclear bunker, dude. Although I'd like neither to happen. How about we don't need to put our kid in a gas-resistant stroller? That's not ideal. And then we also don't strap YouTube shorts to our kid's face. Let's not do either of those things. Let's not need to do either of those things. It's crazy to see this. If you have to put your kid in a gas-resistant stroller, I don't know, is it worth taking them out? I guess if you have to go somewhere, then yes. I don't know. We're not going to dig too much into that one. What a wild concept. I hope that they never had to use these two things for those two reasons. A massive sinkhole in Turkey. Scary. Don't go in there. The clearest image ever captured of Mimas, one of Saturn's moons, taken by the Cassini spacecraft. It is made of cheese, confirmed. Look at that thing, dude. Man, look at those details. Look at all those little craters. It looks like a golf ball, doesn't it? I don't know why this is oddly terrifying, though. Yeah, it's a big rock out in space, but aren't they all? You know? They said, get a pool. It will be relaxing. Scorpions? Scorpions? Scorpions in the pool. Scorpions in the pool? What? Scorpions can live underwater for several days before drowning? How do I not know these things already, dude? I now know this. Thankful for that. Scorpions can stay underwater for several days? I'm a Scorpio and I didn't even know that. Dang, dude. Scorpions in the pool. I'm not going to pronounce this, but this is in Spain. And also, what am I looking at? This is like in a video game when you gotta clear the corruption before you can like explore, you know? Maybe I've been playing too much Destiny 2, but this is just a rock? So the rock was obviously here first, so they built a town into under the rock, so into a cave? There's a town in a cave? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I want to know, I want an honest answer. Why would you do this? It's kind of cool, but it's also wildly inconvenient because you know what you can also do? Not build your town in a cave. You can just build it outside. There's plenty of room. I mean, heck, you could build a town in this person's yard. Look at all that room they got. They got hella room. Look at this. Prime real estate right here. Do they not know how much empty land there is in the world? What, do they live under a rock or something? Okay, that one, come on. That one's pretty good. But this would be terrifying to walk on, right? Of course, you'd get used to it if you lived there, or especially if you'd always lived there. But like, it looks kind of like unsafe combined with It looks kind of gross. It like almost looked like mold when I first saw it somehow. I was like, it looks kind of gross and moldy, whatever it is. Like, do they have to keep it nice? Do they have to wash the rock every week, you know? I have a lot of questions about that. This painting in my house. I'm gonna go ahead and blur that because I don't know. Definitely not a lot of detail there, but it's enough. I love it when people post something from their own home to this subreddit. Like, look how scary this is. And it's like, this is in your house. Like, you put this there, you know? Scary, huh? Really keeps me up at night. The torso is way too big and also no arms. Also, potentially their bajangalang is out. But yeah, that's too big of a torso. Or just too small of a head. I can't really decide, but this is very weird. They HD scanned it. Ooh, yep, that's a bajangalang for sure. And yeah, this picture is not fun to look at. Makes me feel very uncomfortable. I do not like it. The painting is called Man on Chariot, like as if that's what's happening here and there's nothing else weird about it. The painter was like, I think I'll paint a man on a chariot today. And they painted this. It's like, dude, I think that you might need to go see a psychiatrist, maybe talk about what's going on up here, you know? There's a lot more going on here than just a guy on a chariot. What the hell is this? They stay buried in the sand and wait for unsuspecting prey. Its pectoral fins act as shovels that help it to bury deep. Oh my goodness, dude. Does he think he's being sneaky? Bro, your whole face is sticking out. His mouth is outside the water. What kind of fish are you gonna catch outside the water? Dude, this is so freaky though. Oh my gosh. I would not want to get that close to it because it could just pop out on you. Jeez, dude. Just gone like that. Oh. I don't think these exist near anywhere that I'm ever going to be at the beach at, but this guy just kind of chilling underneath the sand like that? Hell no. This is the oddly terrifying that we come here for. Again, it leans a little more towards terrifying, but this is a weird, weird thing. Look at that face. Okay, last one. My TV turned on in the middle of the night when I was sleeping. Dude, why does this happen? This is the same vein as the, like, dishes settling or whatever the other one was. The door opening after years of being closed. Like, it could just be like an electrical thing, whatever, you know? Whatever reason you want to come up with that's reasonable. There's probably one, right? But in the moment, you know? Like, you wake up kind of disoriented to your TV on and you're like, I know for a fact that that was off. Like, the remote is on the other side of the room, so I couldn't have rolled onto it or something. Ugh, dude. Something that would happen when I was in my early teens was, for whatever reason, the bathroom light would turn off. It would only happen every so often, so I would never be expecting it. But I'd be in the shower, in my own zone, and then the light switches off. And it was a long, skinny bathroom with the shower on one side and the door and light switch on the other side. So it was like a good 10 feet away. But man, that would creep me out every single time it happened. There's something about something turning on or off that should not be able to do it on its own. Like if my lamp just suddenly turned off, I'd be freaking out. Oh good, it's on. I thought for a second it turned off. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I got creeped out today. I don't know about you. I mostly had fun, but there was a couple that just reminded me of things that were scary to me in the past. So today was like a little more personal scary for me. Overall, good time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me be scared. That's what this channel is all about. Me be scared. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will see you next time. You'll be there, right? In the next video? I hope so. You don't want to miss it. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. I thought I saw my light turn off, but I guess I didn't.